Welcome to Red Wave Novel. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.
10 years ago, the door connecting the world with other dimensions was opened, and various monsters appeared continuously, so demon hunters with different abilities also appeared, called hunters. Qing Jinwu is the weakest E-rank hunter, and he encountered a terrible hidden challenge during a challenge mission. At the time of life and death, he actually obtained an upgrade system. Under the utilization of the system, can he become the strongest hunter? Chapter 1 Level E Hunter. Class E Hunter Qing Jinwu. No matter where you go, this label is always with you. Qing Jinwu's overall strength is basically the same as that of ordinary people. He's just a little bit stronger and heals a little faster from his wounds, but in other respects, Song Jinwu is exactly the same as an ordinary person. At the end of each mission, he was injured, and on several occasions he narrowly escaped death. Of course, Song Jinwu didn't like being a hunter. The job is dangerous, other people are always making fun of him, and what's worse, the pay is horrible. If it weren't for the Hunter Association to provide hunters with a certain amount of medical assistance, he would have thrown away his hunter license and resigned long ago, and gone to live the life of an ordinary person. Unfortunately, for someone like Qing Xiaoyu, who is around 25 years old and lacks practical job skills, if he wants to afford his mother's monthly medical expenses of tens of thousands of yuan, he has no choice but to become a hunter. Other methods. It should be said that he had no choice in this matter at all. So on that day, even though Qing Jinwu didn't want to go at all, he still bit the bullet and participated in the team battle supervised and controlled by the association. Hunters basically work in the same area, so they are familiar with each other. That's why, in this dimensional portal opening event, all hunters in this area are required to come. The hunters who arrived early in the morning are enjoying the coffee provided by the staff of the association while greeting each other warmly. Hey! Old Wang, come here. Oh! Old Pooh, what's the matter? Didn't you say that you don't want to be a hunter? Hey, because my wife is pregnant with a second child. Ha 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 ha, that's it. For us, if we want to make a lot of money at once, participating in group battles is indeed the best choice, isn't it? Wang Jianxi laughed happily. Pu Xingfen also smiled, and then asked Wang Jianxi. Why do I feel that the association has notified us less and less these days? Is it because the number of portal openings has decreased, or are there other reasons? Of course not. It's just that the trade unions have been more active in these matters recently. I heard that the remuneration is good, and those trade unions are scrambling to complete the tasks. If that's the case, this group fight is overseen by the association, so it should be safe, right? Park Xingfeng looked around nervously. If there is no guild participating today, it means that there will not be enough benefits here, and if there are not enough benefits, it means that the difficulty of the portal this time is quite low. Of course, there are no absolutes in this world. Not only Pu Xingfeng, but other hunters were also nervously watching the movements around them. Who knows? Wang Jianxi finished the rest of the coffee and avoided answering his friend's questions. When he saw someone's figure, he waved his hands happily. Hi! Xiaoqing. Come here. The rest of the hunters also expressed their joy at the young man's arrival. Hello everyone. The person who came was none other than Qing Jinwu. Qing Jinwu nodded to Wang Jianxi, who was smiling, and walked past him. After confirming that Qing Jinwu was gone, Wang Jianxi said with a smile, Here, Qing Jinwu is here. Then today will be fine. Pu Xingfeng's eyes widened, and he hurriedly asked Wang Jianxi. Who is that? Is Qing Jinwu a strong hunter? I forgot you didn't know him. He didn't start working as a hunter until shortly after you left. But now, everybody knows. Is he really that strong? Then why does he still work for the guild? Wouldn't it be better to join a large guild or become a free hunter? Wang Jianxi smiled, then narrowed his eyes and said, Do you know what that guy's nickname is? How would I know? Tell me quickly. Humanity's weakest weapon. The weakest? Are you sure it's not the ultimate weapon? Dude, that's the nickname of Cui Zhongyin, an S-rank hunter. That kid is the weakest weapon. It's not an exaggeration to say that he is the weakest hunter in country H. Really? Park Xingfeng frowned. If Song Jinwu is really that weak, why are other hunters still willing to greet him? After all, in a dangerous situation, what people need is a trusted partner. Park Hyun-bong couldn't understand how the other hunters reacted to Qing Jinwu. Seeing Park Xingfeng shaking, Wang Jianxi laughed and touched Park Xingfeng with his arm. Can't you figure it out? Qing Jinwu is so weak, the team battles he can participate in are only the lowest difficulty ones. Do you think the association will entrust him with difficult tasks? After all, the association doesn't want to see him killed, yes Bar? Hearing this, Pu Xingfeng looked happy. You're right. This was the first team battle he participated in after his comeback, and his wife was very worried. To be honest, even he was worried. But after listening to Wang Jinshi's words, he felt a little more relaxed. Wang Jinshi continued. I heard that not long ago, he was injured in an E-level dungeon crusade, and he was recuperating in the hospital for a week. A hunter will be injured in the crusade in the E-level dungeon? That's right. It's because no one thought that a hunter would be injured during the raid on the E-level dungeon, so there were no healers in the team. So Jean just lay in the hospital for a week? Poof ha ha ha. Pu Xingfeng laughed loudly, and Wang Jinshi quickly told him to keep his voice down. Keep your voice down, Qing Jinwu might hear you. Ah, I forgot. Park Xingfeng watched Qing Jinwu's reaction carefully, and then continued to giggle. Luckily, they were only far enough away from Qing Jinwu, so it was impossible for Qing Jinwu to hear what they were saying. However, they underestimated Song Jinwu's hearing ability. You uncles, I heard all of you. Qing Jinwu smiled bitterly, trying his best to ignore their words. Whenever this happened, he would complain about his overly sensitive hearing. He came a little early, and the team battle hadn't started yet. Did I come too early? While waiting, Qing Jinwu looked around and saw the staff of the association distributing hot coffee, so he walked over. Can I have a cup of coffee? Ah, Hunter Song Jinwu, I'm so sorry, but the coffee just finished. The cold winter wind blew past the tip of his nose. Qing Jinwu rubbed his nose silently with his index finger. What an unlucky day, why the coffee had just run out when it was his turn. Sung Jinwu, why do you insist on being a hunter? Sorry. Qing Jinwu lowered his head. A young and beautiful girl is using magic to heal Qing Jinwu, she is Xiaoxi. Her pouted mouth expressed her inner dissatisfaction at this moment. I don't want your apology, do you understand? I'm just worried about you. If you continue to fight like this, sooner or later you will face a more dangerous situation. Qing Jinwu looked over Xiaoxi's shoulder to look at the combat-type hunters over there. When the hunter enters the portal, he will arrive at a place called Dungeon. This time the dungeon is about D rank. The dozen or so hunters could clean up the monsters in this dungeon without any effort. But for an E-level hunter, this is impossible. Normally, work as a healer for wounded hunters in the rear. But because Song Jinwu is always injured in team battles, he is quite famous among healers. Xiaoxi asked cautiously. Is there a reason why you didn't give up being a hunter? Qing Jinwu shook his head firmly. He doesn't want to reveal his private affairs to others. I'm just a hunter for fun. If I don't do this, I might be bored to death. Xiaoxi pouted even higher. If you continue like this, you will soon be able to fight team battles in another world, do you really not know? Hearing Xiaoxi's words, Qing Jinwu laughed out loud. Xiaoxi quickly stopped him and said, Ah, you can't laugh anymore. You can't. Your wound is about to open. Qing Jinwu kept smiling and asked her, where did you learn to speak like this? Where else could it be? Over there, I learned it from Uncle Wang Jinshi. Hey, that old man is really... While they were talking and laughing, Song Jinwu's treatment also ended. Qing Jinwu's expression was a little stiff. Today, I only killed one monster. It's still an E-rank monster. Caressing the E-rank monster spar in his hand, Qing Jinwu began to feel anxious. The lowest level Warcraft spar of E-level Warcraft can't even reach 600 yuan. It's not worth risking your life for so little money. However, a C-grade spar can be sold for 60,000 yuan. But for an E-level hunter like him, hunting down C-level monsters is simply impossible. Suddenly, someone shouted, Hello! Look, there is another entrance here. The nearby hunters surrounded him. Hey, there's really another entrance. As the hunter who yelled at the beginning said, there is another entrance hidden in this dungeon. Som Jigua, a hunter with more than 10 years of experience, was also very surprised to see the hidden entrance of the dungeon. Double dungeon, I didn't expect this thing to actually exist.